This is a revolutionary camera. It can do 180-degree 3D in 8K. Hey guys, what's up? This is Gabby from Ray Studios, and this is gonna be the review for the Xcam 180 3D camera. This promised to be a revolutionary camera capable of shooting 8K video in 3D 180, so basically immersive videos that you can watch in something like the Apple Vision Pro or the Meta Quest 3. And another great thing about it is, like, while most other cameras that can do 180 3D, this one costs a lot less. First, let's do a quick unboxing. It comes in this box that kind of reminds me a little bit of the Google Cardboard. And inside we can immediately see the camera that has a huge screen and two big lenses at the other end, and also there is a cable. Quick disclaimer here, this camera was sent to me about a month ago. It was totally for free. I got the sample for free, but I did not get paid to do this review. This is an independent review and everything I say is entirely my own opinion. So this camera is still on beta mode. It is running a Kickstarter campaign. By the time you get this camera, it's really gonna be final production. This is a very early pre-production and there might be some small changes in the future. Also, the software is not entirely finished. I just wanna make sure that I clear that up. With that out of the way, let's take a closer look at the camera. We do have a plastic cover that once you take it off, it reveals these big dual lenses for the 180 3D cameras, but there is also one more lens here in the middle, and that's more like a regular camera that helps with white balance and adjusting exposure. You can also see a couple of microphones for stereo, and here at the front we can see this material that seems to be leather, but I'm not so sure if it really is leather. And there is two different kinds of patterns. One that looks more like a more natural leather, and the other one is on a smaller pattern. Brand right in here on the top corner, and we have 180 VR camera right in here, right under the lenses. When we look at the bottom, we can see that it's mostly by a plastic frame, and we have a Q20 so you can mount it on a tripod. Here on the side we can see the speaker grill and a Type-C port. And on the top, we can see four buttons. One is for volume control, up and down, the on and off, and a customizable button that you can use it for whatever is it that you want. And obviously the front is entirely dominated by a giant screen. Now let's turn this on, and we can see that the operating system is very similar to the one of an Android phone. As a matter of fact, this is an Android operating system. And you can see here that even we have a Google search bar, all the Google apps, and you can even pull up and see that we have actually a lot of apps. So it's basically the same as a phone. You can see here there are some of the quick settings like internet, do not disturb, Bluetooth, and so on. But what's really important here is the Xcam app, and this is where we can see our settings. We can also take pictures, and here you can see all your settings. You can also tap to exposure and white balance automatically, and you can even go live, which is something that I don't think I'm planning on doing, but you can see that when you go live, it drops down to 6K, which is still very generous. You can also go into settings and adjust all the different settings for video, photo, live, and even audio, and you can even connect a microphone. You can go to the microphone and set the levels here. Usually -5 dB will be ideal. And here we can go to composition, we can have level and grid for help you compose your shots. So we can see now that we have a level, and we can also have the grid for properly composing. You know, I mean, it's difficult to compose with a grid on a 180-degree lens, but well, you still have it. And here we can change some settings. Let's go, for example, to video, and we can go 8K, 30 frames per second. If we drop the resolution, we can go up to 50 frames per second. We have HDR, and we can manually control the white balance and the ISO. The same goes for in photo. You can control different settings as well. There is no easy way to show you on a YouTube review how 180 3D videos looks like, because for most people you're gonna need to watch 180 3D videos in something like the Meta Quest or the Vision Pro. So for demonstration purposes, I'm just getting one of these lenses and I try to stretch it up because that is gonna be able to show you something similar when it comes to sharpness and details on the video. It is possible that if you actually watch these videos on MetaQuest TV or something like the Vision Pro or any platform that allow you to see 180 3D videos, you're probably gonna find it that they have a little bit less distortion, but when it comes to sharpness and overall video quality, it's gonna be something similar. Even so, the sensors are 1/1.5, which is of a very decent size, and the resolution is 8K. This camera does need a lot of light to properly shoot videos. Also, one of the weak points is going to be dynamic range. You can see in some situations in which this camera dynamic range is kind of like a little bit poor, especially when comparing with other cameras that they're not 180 3D, so something to keep in mind. In-body image stabilization is probably going to be a digital image stabilization, but nonetheless very impressive. Even so, 180 3D videos mostly are being shot on tripod or stands, and because this camera is actually relatively small, I did manage to shoot many of these videos with an actual stand and with a small selfie stick popping out, so I don't get the stand legs on the shot. One thing I love about this camera is that we can go to photos, open any video, and you can actually preview other videos or pictures. You can rotate, and you can see here, we can see pictures. Let me see if I have any video. Let's say I open this video, and we can actually preview the video and even see the framing. So it is very, very helpful to do that on the go while you're on location. And another thing that I really like is you can connect a pen drive, a USB storage like the one I'm doing right now. Then I can pull up here, go to files, and I can simply find the DCNI folder with all my videos. I can copy a video or multiple videos, and I can directly paste them into a USB. So it's incredible convenience. This Xcam doesn't support SD card, but it has 256 GB of onboard storage, which is quite generous. You can shoot quite a lot of videos before you fill that up. And it has an onboard battery that is non-replaceable, and so far when shooting videos, it can last me somewhere like a 1 hour of shooting. But something that I noticed is you don't turn off the camera like it is right now. Basically, you put it to sleep, it is still consuming quite a lot of battery, and it happened to me already a few times, which maybe I have it on this kind of like a sleep mode, and maybe 2 days later, the battery is completely empty and I have to charge it again. Maybe something that they might fix in the future before it's officially launched. Even so, this camera have with Android on board. I mean, you can actually even edit videos without ever leaving the camera, but something that I haven't seen from Xcam is a proprietary studio app for your Mac or PC. Something that maybe by the time this camera is officially launched, they might have, but currently they don't. So it is very easy to pass the video into something like the MetaQuest. I have the MetaQuest 3, and you can literally just plug a pen drive on the bottom of this device and then the pen drive directly into the MetaQuest 3 and just watch them. It is very simple. You can also publish, upload into anything like MetaQuest 3 or any platform that supports 180 3D videos. So in conclusion, what do I think about the Xcam? And I think for the price, and I believe this is going around somewhere $1,000 to $1,500, it is a home run. They really knock it out of the park. I love it because it is basically like a big phone. You can even watch movies on this, but it also have a lot of good hardware like 8K resolution, slightly bigger sensors than some other more affordable cameras, and we do have some really big lenses at the right distance, which makes the 3D looks very good. So yeah, I strongly recommend it. You can definitely check it out. They're running a campaign. I put the link to the campaign, and once it's called retail, I'll put that link as well. I'll see if I can find you a discount, so make sure to check the links down below. Okay guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you up on the next one. Adios amigos.